All right. It says we're live, so let me go to my other laptop and put it up real quick. We'll put this up real quick and let me get the. Okay, it's showing on my page we live. So let me pause that. I'm gonna pause that. Let me get the URL that I need. Let me go to there and get what I need so I can see the chat. So let me move that out. Let me pause that. So let me switch my screen over here. Oh, damn, I hit the wrong button. Damn. Okay, let me go over here. All right, there we go right there. So let me get these numbers that I need. And let's get straight to it, man, so we get on out of here. You got plans, I got plans. Well, I guess you could call work a plan, I guess.
You gonna work a plan.
Right, I guess you could call work a plan, yeah. Mahogany to be in a hey boo. If I want.
Yeah.
308 96 92. Let's see, did I do that right? Okay, and I did do that right. I did do that right. So we got the chat up. Let me see if I can share it out to a few people. Or better yet, I just share that to my group or something, to the group or something. She called us kings. She said, "Hey kings, hey queen, what's going on?"
Hello, hello.
Yeah, that's what's going on. First, let me share it public. Say it's posted on my timeline. Then let me go to share again. Let me post it in the group. It's gonna be the Chris Thorne show. Say we are live now. Come join the discussion. Which really they don't have to. Like I said, it's gonna be real quick. It's gonna be real quick. Oh, Sylvia in the building. Hey, Sylvia. Hey, Sylvia.
Hey, Sylvia.
Sylvia in the building. Okay. Star. Hey, Star. What's going on?
Hello,
What's
hello.
going on? Hey, Star. What's going on? Let's see. Hold on, let me go over here real quick. Let's see. 311. You know what? We just gonna. I'm just gonna leave it like that because I ain't got time to be sharing it out. Nothing, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. Yeah, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. So anyway, whoever come in, they come in. Whoever don't, they catch the replay. As always. Yeah, catch the replay as always. So what's up, everybody? It's your man Chris Thorns with your man brother DJ Smooth. You know what I'm saying? Doing this quick show for y'all. As a matter of fact, shout out to my man Ron Mathis, Paul Sykes in the building. What's up, brother Sykes? That's our brother right there, brother Sykes, man. Brother Sykes.
Yes.
We come to do this quick show. Shout out to my man Ron Mathis, and the reason we're doing this because he actually hit me up a few days ago, and he sent a story, but I didn't get a chance to look at it. But he said, hey, let's bring something positive, man. Instead of just doing what we're doing, man. At least put some positivity up in it. And I said, you know what? You got a good point. I mean, which we do, but we don't do it often. So I've been holding on to these stories that we're about to talk about. And I think these ladies deserve praise for what's going on. I do believe they will make a difference in the history of today's society. So this is going to be a quick show, y'all, because me and my man right here, we got to get out and do this for today. But first and foremost, Brother Smooth, happy birthday to you, man.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man, it's always a blessing to always see another one, bro.
Yeah, man. Every year is not always promising none of us here, and
Exactly.
for me to be able to make it here, just always thank God for another day and especially for another birthday, man.
Exactly, brother. Exactly, man. So, again, congratulations. You're breeding to see another one, man. And from one brother to another brother, from one Chris to another Chris, man. Wish you many more, my guy. Wish you many more.
Thank you very much, bro. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Wish you many more. So, all right, people, we're gonna talk real quick about these stories, and it's about black women. And I am happy, more than happy to do these stories, because there are, like I say, when I do other stuff, I don't say all because I know all are not with the fuck shit, but we need to give praise to the ones that do make something with themselves. So the first one we got here is, the title says FedEx hires its first black female pilot in the company history. Now, this is history because I've never seen a black female pilot, period. I never seen one, but for FedEx, a big company like that, to hire its first black female pilot, I think that's a interesting thing, and I think it's a wonderful thing. And as a matter of fact, I've never seen a black male pilot, to be honest. Not saying they're not out there, but I haven't seen it. Have you?
Right. No, I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. So, to have anybody in the black society, period, especially a woman, to make history like this, because this is history, I'm more than happy to talk about it, so damn, excuse me. So if y'all can share this out, but y'all don't really have to because it's going to be real quick. So let's get on with it. It says, for the first time in FedEx history, a black woman will take control of the cockpit. You know what, that word right there just tickle me sometime when I when I read it. Especially when I used to watch Family Guy, and he tried to get that girl to say cockpit, and she said it. He just got so tickled when she said it. I don't know why they call it cockpit, but it is what it is, bro. It is what it is, cockpit. Cockpit.
We got dirty
So,
minds,
Brother Sykes said positivity is awesome. Yes, it is, brother. Yes, it is. So, but don't get it twisted now, because later on, if I get a chance, we're going to go right back to some stories I got. It's crazy as fuck, man. Anyway, though, Airbus captain and line check airman Tahira. Damn these names, bro. It's Tahira Lamont Brown. Has been promoted to pilot for the International Shipping Company after making the decision in high school to become a pilot. All right, sister, go ahead. Brown has never looked back. In the interview that ran on FedEx blog, she recalls the barriers she had to overcome to succeed in the male-dominated industry. This is what she said, Brother Smooth. She said, there were barriers for sure. I didn't know any pilots that didn't know how to pay for flight school. Brown shared in the FedEx interview, I worked 2 jobs to pay for college and for flight training. I also wrote my family a letter asking them for support. I promised that if they would help me now, I will pay them back. What up, Daryl? I ain't seen you in a minute, brother. He said, hold on, dude, hold on. God damn. Jesus, man. Damn. I promised that if they would help me now, I would pay them back when I had the money, and they helped me. Awesome, awesome. Brown revealed that Bill Norwood, who was the first black pilot, okay, so it was a, you know what I just said earlier? So it was a male pilot.
Oh, it was a male pilot.
A guy named Bill Norwood. He was the first black pilot at United Airlines. He mentored her through the process. He helped her find scholarships that helped pay for flight school and encouraged her to join the organization of black aerospace professionals. His help proved to invaluable along her journey. And not a bad looking chick, you see a picture of her, not a bad looking chick at all, She looked nice in a little suit, So it says the career path that Brown chose was no walk in the park. She had to work hard to prove herself capable and worth of every opportunity. She offers advice to young girls who want to become pilots one day that they have to be willing to put in the work. But see, that's what anything you're trying to do, man. You gotta really be willing to put in the work, So, a lot of stuff is not just a walk in the park,
No.
Especially with something like that. Right, especially with something like that. She said, but believing in themselves is probably the biggest challenge to overcome. What up, Leon? What up, family? She said, I tell them my life story and that the end result and sacrifices are going to be worth it. You have to make sacrifices and the road is going to be hard. Brown said, I let them know that I am here to support them, to give them advice and to listen to them because that was important to me. But they will have to find it within themselves to know it is achievable. I also tell young people to not allow negative attitudes to affect you. This has been true for me. We can be our biggest barriers at times. We have to overcome our own personal barriers to achieve our goal. Amen, sister. Amen. Mm-hmm. You know, she on point with that. Amen, sister. She on point. Amen. She's on point. And you know what? And I wish a lot of people would have that mindset. I wish they did, you know. Some people just be like, you know, just because one thing don't work, they just give up. They don't even try to do nothing, you know, and they just look for people to do it for them.
Yeah.
You know, even when you try to talk to them like this sister did, you know, they still try to look at it, you know, I want this shit to fall in my lap. And it just don't work like that. It just don't work like that, you know. So anyway, she said, while the announcement of her promotion has been made during Black History Month and Brown's feat is undoubtedly history making. What up, Ralph? She doesn't feel like she has reached a pinnacle of success. There aren't a lot of black faces in the flight industry, and Brown wants that reality to change. All right. And she says at the end, while I feel like I've accomplished a lot, I will not feel like I've made it until I see more minorities in the industry. Brown explained, when I speak at conference, I help provide information about FedEx and encourage minorities to apply. However, I have not seen a significant change. Sister Brown, from one black person to another one, congratulations, sweetie. You definitely will make a difference in today's society in the black community. So much love to you on that one. Matter of fact, let me give you a round of applause.
Right.
Round of applause, sister. Amen. Amen. So good deal. Keep doing what you're doing, sis. You say you want to encourage other people, keep doing what you're doing, you know. And I love what she said, you know, don't get discouraged about negative attitudes. And I think that's a lot of things too where we fail at because we always worrying about what somebody else think about us or what somebody else is saying about us. You know, we got to get out that mindset, bro, because nobody's going to take care of you like you. Nobody's going to love you like you. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's going to handle their business like you. So, you know, let them talk. People want to talk regardless. There's just no way around it. You know, it is what it is. They're going to talk about you when you're doing good, and they're going to talk about you when you do it bad. So, you know, there's just really no way around it. So for the youth generation, y'all take that heed to what she says, you know, because it's absolutely right. All right, so the next story, man, I'm so happy to do this one. Check it out. It says a high school senior accepted to 149 colleges, offered over $7 million in scholarships. How about that?
Wow.
How about that?
Right, wonderful.
How about that? That girl GPA must be skyrocket. Mm-hmm. It must be skyrocket. She holding the check. Oh man, you gotta see that check, boy. That's a lot of numbers on that check. That's a lot of numbers. I'm telling you. Go ahead, sis. Go ahead, sis. Her name is Sharia, however you say it. She just graduated from Power City Academy High School. That's down here in Memphis. Holy shit. Holy shit. Yeah. Oh, man. That's what's up to see a young sister, a young black person, period, from Memphis, because Memphis got a bad rep. Mm-hmm. Memphis has a bad rep. Well, especially education, we have a bad rep, but this sister is definitely going to be a one to make a difference as well. She just graduated from Power City Academy High School, a charter school in my hometown, Memphis, Tennessee. Now she's faced with a task many recent high school grads must do. Choose which college of those she was accepted to she wants to attend. But Sharia's situation is unique in more ways than one. She was accepted to 149 colleges across the country. Man, salute to that sister. Salute to that
Wow.
sister. Wow. Get out of here. According to a counselor at the school, she also been offered more than $7.6 million in scholarship money. Do you hear me, bro? $7.6 million in scholarship money.
That's a free ride practice at any school she wants to go to.
Exactly. Now, you can't tell me, man, that a lot of us in the black community can't get off our ass and make it happen.
Yep, we can.
Know what I'm
Question is,
saying?
will we?
Exactly. She's a young generation, man. We'd have been there and done that. We'd have graduated from school, but
Yep.
this sister is graduating, already getting offered $7.6 million. Not $760. Not $7,600. $7.6 million in scholarship money. So, what that tells you?
It can be done.
It can be done. And she had a good mother and had a good father. Maybe they still married. Who knows? But I bet you the kind of money. Her father was in her life.
Mm-hmm.
Her father was in her life. Now, I'm not saying single mothers can't make this happen, because they can. But how often do you hear this? 7.6 million? You have some good parents. And you've been doing the dizzle.
Very good.
You've been doing the dizzle.
Mm-hmm.
You probably ain't never got, what up, Brian? Brother Brian ain't been there. Hey, Brian, love you, bro. Love you, bro. He always
What's
showing
going
us
on,
love,
Brian?
man. 7.6 million, she been doing the dizzle.
Mm-hmm.
With 7.6 million, she must ain't never been suspended. She must ain't never went to the office for shit. She must ain't never got to fighting. Lord knows, we probably know she ain't bullying nobody, because bullies don't get this kind of acceptance.
Mm-mm.
They don't get this kind of acceptance. So, and 9 times 10, she probably ain't fucking. If she did, it probably been protected. And I can imagine what her GPA is, bro. 7.6 million. Now, I ain't gonna even lie. I wish I was her kinfolk got this money. Shit. 7.6 million. Brother Sight said her college is set and then some. Shit, more than some. Shit, her college is set.
Mm-hmm.
And man, she getting a whole meal ticket. But I want to say this before we continue. I just hope that when her family saw this, I don't know how old this story, I think this story probably was earlier this month. I just hope that her family members that didn't fuck with her gonna start trying to fuck with her now. Because she making something of herself.
Yeah.
You know, if Hug a piece of his own. I just hope they don't try to use this girl. And if they do, I hope she's smart enough to be like, you know, hey, y'all didn't fuck with me when I was trying to do this, so don't come fuck with me now. Fuck you. I hope she do tell him. I hope she do tell him that. Because you got a lot of people that do that, you know, when you just normal, nobody want to fuck with you. But when you see stuff like this, that you get in the headlines and that kind of money, hey, what up, cuzzo? What up, cuzzo? You'll be like, who is you? I'm your cousin on your daddy, your great-great-great-great-great-great-granddaddy side. They always say your great-great-great-great-great-granddaddy side.
They always say that crazy
Exactly.
stuff.
They your cousin for somebody way deep down, man. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Right. So it says she has totally blown us away, said Tamara Woods, Wormley, the college counselor at Power Center Academy High School. I gave her a list of colleges from A to Z that don't have application fees. Wow. Every day she would come into the office and ask to send transcripts here and there. Go ahead, sis. Go ahead. I'm not mad at you, sis, at all. She's a straight A student. What'd I just say? She's a straight A student. Never expected this outcome. She simply wanted to maximize her options for a higher education and relieve the financial burden on her family.
Mm-hmm.
So meaning she's not looking for folks to take care of her. She want to take care of herself. Again, DJ, I wish a lot of young generation had this mindset.
Right.
I wish they did. You still got grown motherfuckers now still looking for their folks to take care of them. And for some reason, they folks still do it. Just baby them. I'm like this. If you're going to still do that, then they shouldn't have left the home. Let them stay home and suck your titty. Let them stay home and suck your titty. I mean, you still going to take care of them. Now, I understand help every now and again. But if they coming to you for every time something goes on, you got to learn how to cut your ties and put your foot down. Look, I'm not your ATM. Get the fuck out my face. I got my shit I got to take care of too. Right. Why you can't keep up with your shit, man? Why you can't keep up with your shit? You know? So, she said to relieve the financial burden on her family, her goal was to become $1 million scholar, a title her school uses to encourage students to apply for scholarship money, either through merit programs or privately, to help them go to college. If they earn at least $1 million in offers, they are presented with a symbolic check at graduation. That's a big ass check. That's a big ass check. To keep track of admissions and scholarships offers, all letters must be provided to Woods Wormley. They are then verified and recorded in a spreadsheet, which was reviewed by CBS News. Shariah was the highest earner of the 145 students in the class of 2017, which Power Center Academy says got more than $30 million in total scholarship offers. According to Woods Wormley, all of the schools Shariah was accepted to are four-year institutions. The schools are quite literally all over the country, from Regis University in Colorado to Tuskegee, how you pronounce that shit?
Tuskegee. That's Tuskegee. That's a black college. That's like one of the most famous black colleges in the world.
Okay, because I finna say Musketeer in a minute, you know. I'm going to say Musketeer. So it's a University of Alabama to Johnson and Wales in Rhode Island. She says, I didn't want to limit myself, so I did research and applied to the ones I was interested in. Shariah told CBS News, I was amazed because I didn't think I would get that many acceptance. Shariah says she is still narrowing down where she wants to go to college, but Tennessee State University is one of her top choices. Miss Miss Edwards, sister, you are another one who will or who has make a difference in the black community. Young lady out of Memphis, Tennessee. And Memphis, Tennessee is Ratchet Town City. But to see this young sister, but it was back in 2017. I don't care when it was, you know, that's amazing. You know, but to see this sister get offered like that and get this much money shows me that the young generation can do the right thing. But like you said, brother, we're there. So again, round of applause for this young sister right here. A round of applause for her. Amen. Amen. Amen, sister. Amen. Hey, yo, Miss Edwards, you know, if you see this video now, email me, man, so I can borrow something from you, all right?
Yeah, you good, man.
Yeah, email me so I can borrow something from you. But in that sister, right? Congratulations, young sister. Congratulations. So, and we got one more story here that we're gonna bring up, and we're gonna call it quits for now. So where's the other one? It says Sharice just like the video. Cool. Oh, DJ, now this the last one, you know. Let me see, can I blow this up? Now again, Brother Smooth, you might remember this story that me and you did a long time ago. And Shay shared the video. Cool.
Nice.
Oh, we did this long. Oh, there she go. Hey, Shay. She said, yes, it is. That's awesome. It sure is. You know what? Shay be acting fun with me sometimes. Sometimes she cool with me. She support me. Then sometimes she disappear. I just be like, what the fuck did I do? You know, I just got a question. I said, what did I do? I mean, do I not treat you with respect? You know, I mean, Shit, do I not come in on your pictures enough? Jesus Christ. I mean, come on, sister, throw me a bone. Damn, throw me something. Shit.
Stop begging, man. Stop
Right,
begging.
right. Throw me a bone or something. Jesus Christ. But anyway, though, so Brother Smooth, you may remember a show that we did a long time ago about the lady who was being raped at the age of 11 and she was forced to marry her rapist. You remember when we did that story?
Yes, I haven't forgotten.
Very sad story that she had to go through that. But, of course, at the end, you know, she said she was going to take steps to try to change the laws in Florida because, you know, you got some states that allow child marriages, which I don't know how the fuck that's possible, but you got some states that allow child marriages, you know? So shout out to Map Harris for sending me this, and I think she made it happen, bro. Let's listen.
Forced to marry her rapist when she was 11 years old, has helped push forward a bill to ban child marriage in the state. 58-year-old Sherry Johnson was raped by her church deacon when she was 9, gave birth at age 10, and was forced to marry by 11. Currently, anyone under the age of 18 is not allowed to independently consent to marriage in Florida. However, if there's a pregnancy involved, there is no age minimum, provided a judge approves the marriage license. The new bill will prohibit anyone under 18 from getting married under any circumstance. Bill sponsor, Senator Elizabeth Benaquisto says, Ms. Johnson is the reason for this bill. She is the voice for this bill. Prior to breaking free from her marriage several years later, Johnson had 5 more children. She said, I smile from within to know that children will not have to face what I've been through. The bill will make a final committee stop on Thursday, and if it's approved, will be all set to be voted on by the full chamber.
Awesome. Awesome.
Great. That's great.
That is awesome. That is totally awesome, you know, from a sister to go through what she went through and to say, you know, I'm going to take a stand and make a difference because she feel like that this shouldn't be allowed, and this sister stood up to make a difference. But now I'm concerned about, you know, they say unless it's they 18 or something like that, you know, I'm really concerned about that. Well, I mean, if they pregnant, I meant to say, then there's no, man, what I just do? Shit, I just did something. Hold on. I just did something to minimize it. What the hell did I just do? Hold on. Damn. I just minimized it somehow, bro. And I can't even find some bitch right now. Hold on. Oh, I say, man, these damn fingers, boy. I tell you the truth. Damn fingers.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the one about, let me see. Is something else up here? Damn, I got to go back and find it because I don't know where it minimized to. Hold on. So let me go back and find it again. Hold on. Jesus Christ. Hold on. Let's go back. All right, there you go, right there. So let me see if I can just pull it back up. And it's one of these gaming mouses, man, got all kinds of buttons on it. So one slip button, shit, for some reason it just fuck up everything. So let me see if I can get this pulled back up. All right. There we go. All right, cool. All right, cool. So, all right, let me go back to my XSplit.
A woman in Florida who was forced to marry her rapist when she was 11 years old has helped push forward a bill to ban child marriage in the state. 58-year-old Sherry Johnson was raped by her church.
I don't know why they're playing again still, but yeah, what it is. All right. All right. So what it says here, Tallahassee, Florida. How far is that from you, brother? I know you in Florida. How far is that from you?
What town is it?
Tallahassee, Florida.
Oh, that's way. That's up north, man. That's like almost like going towards the end of Florida.
Oh, okay. Okay, bet. I don't look like I'm gonna need some more. Okay. So say a woman who was 11 when she was forced to marry her rapist has worked for 6 years to ban child marriages in Florida. On Friday, she was hailed as a hero after the legislature passed a bill prohibiting marriage for anyone under 17. State lawmakers have repeatedly cited Sherry Johnson as an inspiration to change the law. She watched in the House gallery as the bill passed the House on a 109-1 vote. Damn.
Yeah, that's landslide right there.
Right. Damn. Then stood as representatives turned to face her and applauded. She said, "My heart is happy." She said, "Afterward, my goal was to protect our children, and I feel like my mission has been accomplished. This is not about me. I survived." The bill was compromised between the House and the Senate. The Senate originally passed a bill that banned the marriage of anyone under 18, but the House had wanted to carve out expectations for some 16 and 17-year-olds when there's pregnancy. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm kind of worried about that. I don't too much like that right there. But
Yeah.
The bill going to Republican Governor Rick Scott will set limits on the marriage of 17 years old. While pregnancy won't be a factor, anyone marrying a 17-year-old couldn't be more than 2 years older, and minors would need parental consent. Scott's office said he will sign the bill. Currently, 16 and 17-year-olds can marry with the consent of both sets of parents. If a pregnancy is involved, there is no minimum age for marriage. If a judge approves, a legislative staff analyst showed that between 2012 and 2016, 1,828 marriages licenses were issued in Florida to couples when at least one party was a minor. Oh, wow, Jesus Christ. Check this out, Brother Smooth. That even includes a 13-year-old, 7 14-year-olds, and 29 at 15 years old. 13 years old and 14 years old, huh? Wow. Jesus Christ. Wow. In one case, a 14-year-old married a 15-year-old, and in another, a man over the age of 90 was able to marry a girl who was 16 and 17 years old. In some cases, girls were allowed to marry men more than twice their age. Jesus. Supporters say changing the law will make sure no child is forced to marry a man who raped her. Even if she becomes pregnant, still Republican Rep. George Moratis, however you say his name, voted against the bill. While he didn't say anything during floor debate Friday, he did say last month when he opposed the bill in a committee that the current law is very good, in my opinion, a very carefully crafted balance. He said there's literally only a handful of cases that will fall under what I would say are potentially abusive, said Moratis, who also is chairman of Broward County Republican Party, to focus on a 10-year-old or an 11-year-old or something like that when we're talking about the hundreds and hundreds of people that could get married, and particularly focus on the pregnancy aspect of it. I don't want the message to be that it's better to not get married. After the vote, Republican bill sponsor Representative Jeanette Nunez. Darcy, what's going on? Jeanette Nunez and Senator Elizabeth Benaquisto Boy, these damn names, I swear. Biscuit?
Exactly.
Bisquick? I mean, shit, what the hell the name is? Fuck her name. Elizabeth, you watch this, sorry. I mean, it look like it's saying Benaquisco. Is it quesarito? I mean, what is it? I mean, shit. I just say Lisbeth. Lisbeth emerged from their chamber floors and greeted Johnson with long emotional hugs and rotunda between the chambers. She used to stop, but Jesus Christ. Lisbeth says to reporters before rushing back to the Senate floor. Johnson was 9 when she was raped by church deacon, 10 when she gave birth, and 11 when she married the man. Johnson said her church pressured her mother to consent to the marriage, and the judge approved. That was 47 years ago. She ended up giving birth to 5 more children. I'm dying. I'm dying. Ooh. With the man before breaking free from the marriage several years later. She wasn't able to attend school, and her experience led to the string of abusive relationships. While the soon-to-be law wouldn't have prevented Johnson's rape or pregnancy, she wouldn't have been forced to marry. And she said that could have prevented her from years of abuse. It would have changed my life by not... What the hell?
What's that?
Yeah. What the hell?
I don't know.
The hell?
I don't know where that came from, but that wasn't me.
No, I want you. It's on my end, as I was scrolling down, this shit just popped up all of a sudden.
I hope it wasn't one of those videos that keeps popping right up after one after another.
Yeah, man. Okay. It would have changed my life not allowing me to get married, to continue to have children, to continue to have my downfall. She said I would have been a single mother, and I think would have done well. Miss Sherry Johnson, you are another one that made a change in history. And I think this is a good one, considering the shit that goes on now with the young generation, with these rapes and forcing them to get married and all this. Sister, you are another one that give me hope for the future, and especially when you change this law, give me big hopes for the young generation that they don't fall prey or victim to this same situation. So, Miss Sherry Johnson, just like last time, I give you another round of applause, sister. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Darcy said, does that mean parents can no longer consent younger minors? Chris, I used to live in Tallahassee, and some of the surrounding areas, parents consent minors to marry relatives. Ooh.
That's not good.
Ooh, not at all. Darcy, all I can tell you, dear, just look at the replay of what I just did, and you will hear everything I just read. I'm sure it means the same thing, that they said that now, if they pregnant now, age is off the table. Anything goes, if I read that right. But anything under 17, it ain't finna happen. So now about family members, that's a good one. I don't know who want to bring this shit back up, but then again, you got some sickos out here that want to do some shit like that. So, you got some sickos out here that do some shit like that. So, anyway, thank y'all.
Keep in mind, age of consent is still a problem because majority of the country,
I don't think they can hear you.
Keep in mind that.
I hear Huggy back there.
Okay.
What's up, Chris?
What's going on, Huggy?
Majority of the states in the country we live in, I think it's 33 states, allow 16 as the age of consent. So that's also a problem, but we ignore it because we don't really know, and most people don't understand it. So
yeah, it's like a hidden problem right there.
I look at the southern region, how Tennessee is in the middle. We 18, right? Everybody surrounding us except I think it's Virginia is 18. Everything else is 16. Kentucky, Arkansas,
Mississippi,
Alabama,
Mississippi, yep.
It's more southern states.
North Carolina, it's always surrounded by 16. You know what I'm saying? I think that's weird. Texas is 17, so
Yeah, I think that's weird too, because we got South Haven and down here in Tennessee. We got South Haven, Mississippi, and I think you could literally take a 16-year-old over to there, fuck them, and nothing would happen. Which I think is still crazy. But you got some people who do that. They take a 16-year-old to Mississippi and fuck them. So
yeah, it's like different jurisdictions. They allow a lot of crazy things to happen until like something really bad happens.
Right, absolutely. Brother Smooth, again, brother, happy birthday to you, man. Enjoy your day today, man. I hope you have a good one. At this time, bro, if you want to say anything about the stories I just read, man, I give you the last final words. If not, brother, man, again, I hope you see another birthday, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And for everybody that's in the chat and that's on Facebook Live, that's sending me wishes and a lot of love. I really do appreciate y'all. And to make it to this age, man, it's like to me, it's a serious blessing, because for all the stories that Chris and I tend to do and that we see and we read, a lot of people are not going to be able to make it to this age that I've made it to. Mm-hmm. And to be able to see another day is always precious in my sight, because, it's not promised to none of us. So from the bottom of my heart to all of you, I really appreciate you. I love y'all, and I pray that God continues to bless you all. Getting to the stories here, it's like for me to hear that, there's a first female pilot for FedEx as well as a black pilot for FedEx it's another step in history to me, in that when all of us leave this earth, depending on whenever it's going to be, we have to look back and look at all these positives that we see besides all these negatives. So, if anything, we need to take this and use this as something that we can do, because it's not the fact that we can't do things, it's the fact that we just don't do things. Mm-hmm. And we don't set the goals or we don't set goals and standards high enough so that we can achieve these things. But there are people out here that are doing it. So that's a definite salute for that. To the young lady who was going to be able to pick any college where she wants to go to with a $7.7 million scholarship, like in scholarships, that definitely deserves a round of applause, because the children are the future. It's been said time and time again. Yes, there's a lot of ratchet things going on. There's a lot of negative things going on as far as like the kids are concerned. But it does warm my heart to see that somebody out there wants to do something, not just for her parents, but for herself. She set her own bar high to where, like, she wanted to be able to go to college and have good grades. She stayed in school. She stayed the course. And then she reaps the benefits now. That's what all of us should have thought about when we was growing up. But then again, just all our pathways always are going to be different. So definitely we got to give her a shout out. Absolutely. And for the lady that won the case for marrying her rapist, that sets a precedent as well, because unfortunately in this world, there's just a lot of evil, a lot of just really disgusting things that tend to happen that you and I always talk about, Chris. And plus, Huggy, I know you give some good commentary on your shows as well. And it doesn't get any better. But at the same time, at least someone stood up and said, you know what, this is wrong. We need to change the law, and took it so far to where they was able to change that law with a landslide victory is definitely good news. Mm-hmm. So if anything, it's like, people understand something. We have the power to change things, but we need to start using the power in a more positive way, just like this young lady did in the other two stories that we had talked about. We have it. We need to learn how to use it, but use it properly. And then I'm done.
All right. Other than that, though, brother, again, one more time, happy birthday to you, man. I know you said to go do some things, but I appreciate you making time to even do this with your boys. So that's love right there. Thanks for everybody who came and joined and come in, and thanks to the people who are going to be watching later. Other than that, though, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Now, if I get a chance to, I will come back later, and we're going to do some more news stories. Other than that, though, congratulations to these 3 black women. They give me hope for the future, and I'm hoping that the young generation will learn from them, especially the young women, because y'all getting it the worst. But other than that, though, we out.
Take care, everybody. You be safe. God bless you.